Being behind the wheel of a Formula One car is a privilege.
Driving the fastest car in the world, the adrenaline rush is so high.
It's a privilege because there are more than 1,000 people working in our team. I'm the guy that's being granted the access.
That feeling of speed and the G-forces you're feeling through the corners due to the speed you're carrying is just so satisfying.
What do you make of the car that's been unveiled behind us?
Well, I think it looks beautiful. No, I mean, in terms of evolution, obviously I'm more interested in the sort of changes and tweaks which has been done on that car compared to last year's. Front wing, the back of the car, which the engineers have changed to improve a bit the performance, so now we need to get it to the track and see how it behaves.
I guess every single team, though, is doing the same thing, and they're all trying to push their cars and their technology and everything. Does it really just level the playing field, or can you get a competitive edge?
You can get a competitive edge as long as you always question yourself. Technologies evolve very quickly. It's a very fast-moving world. And in Formula One, if you look at the cars from 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it's a continuous progress.
Hi, how's it going?
Good morning.
Thank you.
I'm good.
Thanks for having us here.
Here we are in what we call the design office. This is where all the engineers are working together to extract maximum performance of this beautiful object that is a Formula One car.
Lots of what's on people's screens in here is top secret, but a lot of it is about data.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we are a highly data-driven kind of business because of regulation.
Those rules of F1 guide everything the teams do in their factories, from limiting how much testing the cars are put through to capping the money they can spend. That's why the team here are working with Microsoft to gather analytics and make sure every penny is spent wisely.
Every time the driver is behind the wheel, we collect millions and millions of data points. Our engineers take that information and then they improve that information and translate it into the best car for the next race. Obviously, that then comes to the factory where we plan all of that. We order it, manufacture it, we build it, and we test it.
Gathering all this information is also about speed. The team can respond to what's happening on the track by making adjustments, manufacturing new parts, and getting them shipped around the world in time for the next race, which sometimes is as soon as the next weekend.
A few years ago, we have to wait until a certain time to access the data after a session or after the competition took place to transform the data into information. Now it's almost real time, you know. The computation happens at the same time we ingest the data, and that means that the results are immediately available.
We are always constantly trying to improve, and obviously the differences are getting smaller and smaller every time. I think that actually makes it more difficult because we have to be more creative in the improvements and the ways we are going to be better.
But it's not just data from races being looked at. We've been given rare access to the simulator, where Esteban Ocon is doing laps in anticipation of his next race. This is a closely guarded secret, with each team designing their own versions of this tech. How important is all that background stuff that happens away from the track?
It's basically the same work as we would do if we were testing on the track. So we have a replica of the model we have on the track itself, and we are working to prepare ourselves the best to arrive on site and be completely ready.
Trusting the data is a big issue. How much do you trust what you're getting?
I don't trust generally very easily, so I do need like some sort of proof. I will say in my sport, I do trust the team 100% in the tools they're using and what they bring to the track. Whenever they bring something new to the car, my car is going faster, gaining a tenth, 2 tenths, and that's when you can be confident. You're always going to see that progress.
Do you ever worry the data and the technology is taking away from the driving and the sport of Formula One?
Not at all, no, because we are completely involved, with this data as well. time moves forward, the cars are getting more and more technology. This is Formula One, it's the peak of what you can do. This is the fastest machines on the planet. Astronauts in space will have thousands of data as well, and for us it's the same thing, but on the ground.